understand this. I'm just gonna go for it. Good morning internet, it is 9:10 in the morning and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Dushanbe in Tajikistan. I am so happy to be here. I really like this city, but especially now just coming out of Afghanistan, it feels so nice to be here, to be able to walk around without any worries or concerns. I don't have to wear hijab anymore. And there's no Taliban running around with guns. There's a lot of good food around here. So I thought, first of all, I'm going to treat myself to a good coffee in one of the coffee shops here. Yes. That was delicious. I don't know how to explain it to you, but the fact that I can just walk down the street here without anybody looking at me, there's nobody shouting at me. It's so nice, I really do appreciate it. And then going to like a nice coffee shop. Having a good coffee is an excellent start of the day, and I'm gonna need it because I have a feeling that the rest of the day is gonna be not so great. And the reason for that is that, well, I think I mentioned it before, right? That I feel like Dushanbe has modernized quite a bit in the last 6 years that I was here. But there's also some things that have changed, not quite for the better, I think, because there's even more kind of red tape in terms of paperwork that I need to arrange. So the area where I'm heading to, first of all, I need to have a special permit for that. But that was already there 6 years ago. But now they've changed something that if you stay more than 10 days in Tajikistan, you need to register yourself. Which is odd because you get a 30-day stay at the border. So I get a 30-day visa, but then if I decide to stay more than 10 days, I have to register myself. So I have to get the first permit, I have to register myself, but even more so, what is the least fun of all is that I've realized, well, too late, that they didn't give me enough time with Frankie in Tajikistan. So I already tried yesterday here to try and extend the stay for Frankie, but they told me I can only do a border run. So I have to exit Tajikistan and come back in again. But of course I can't do that. I can't go back to Afghanistan again. So they told me just go to Uzbekistan. So today I'm actually kind of doing a border run. So I'm going to ride to Uzbekistan. It's only like 60 kilometers, I think, to the border. Do a border crossing and immediately come back again into Tajikistan. And then make sure that they give me enough time for Frankie. So I can make it all the way through the country. But before I do all of that, Frankie also needs a service. So I need to go to a mechanic, get Frankie serviced. And then what else? There's more stuff I need to do. I also need to make sure I get enough cash out of ATMs here, because where I'll be going in Tajikistan will be super remote. No ATMs there for sure, so I need to do that. Do the permits. What else? Yeah, basically today is going to be a full-on day with logistics, which is not the funnest part of traveling, but it is really part of it. It needs to be done. So that's what I'll be doing today. The only good thing is, on the way back from the border with Uzbekistan, there is something to see. So I'm going to try to squeeze in some sightseeing today as well, but mostly I'll be just sorting things out. Let's look after Frankie first. Frankie needs quite a bit of work. New tires, new chain, new sprockets. Clutch is slipping a little bit, so gonna have to do the clutch plates. Yeah, mostly oil change, oil filter, that sort of stuff. Kind of the normal stuff. To prep Frankie for another quite a long stretch. It's somewhere here. Okay, that was a service. They didn't have any like benches or anything. Everything is just being done on the floor. All the tools on the floor, everything. No problem. Anyway, all the work got done. Hi. Let me actually watch the road for a little bit. He did not know I was here. So yeah, I got fresh rubber, new tires. The chain is done. As expected, the clutch plates needed to be changed. And oh yeah, we serviced the front brake as well. What else? Front brake, oil change done. And a very important part, I finally have the right air filter. I said before, Frankie is consuming some oil, and it's because dirt went past the air filter. And that is because the original air filter for this motorcycle is not being made anymore by Yamaha. But like with most motorbikes, there's always like aftermarket ones, right? So I've been using this aftermarket air filter from what's it called now? Twin something, quite a big brand. But unfortunately, they did not do a good job in copying the original. Actually, quite a poor job. So that filter never properly fitted over the little frame you have to put it on. And it's been a struggle since the beginning, and it just doesn't fit properly. As soon as I hit Saudi Arabia and got into some sand, yeah, it's just sand went through. And that's when I started to notice that Frankie started to consume oil, whereas before that wasn't the case. So I have some additives as well that I put in that help a little bit. Eventually I'm gonna have to change the piston if it becomes really bad. But I can't do that here. So just have to manage like this. But anyway, the point is, knowing that this air filter was so bad, I did like one final search for air filters for this motorcycle, and then I found some on eBay. Someone in Italy still had like a couple. I bought all of them, so I bought 4 for a ridiculous price. Anyway, I was like, I need these. So I finally now have 2 here with me. 1 in Frankie and 1 spare. That's it. Now I just want to fill up on fuel before I head to the border. Yeah, all these cars are electric now. Is there still petrol? 92. Здравствуйте. Benzene? Yes. Yeah. Full. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
Хорошо. Спасибо. Thanks. I don't know what he's saying. To Uzbekistan then. I was not planning on going to Uzbekistan this time. I've been there last time. And I wasn't thinking of going this time, but there we go. Just a border crossing, well, 2, in and out and in, just for fun, kind of. I see trucks, that usually means the border. It also means you can bypass them, because they are always in a different line. I don't understand this. This is not yet the border. Confusing. I can go. I go, yeah. Yeah? No idea. Stop. Yeah, this is really something. It always has to be confusing, you know? Always. Back in? Yeah. I go in there? Yeah. Customs. Do not stop between pillars. Okay. That was... Well, let's first see if I can get out of here again. Then I'll tell you what happened. Do not stop. Okay. They let me out. I only went to customs.
Yeah?
I only went to customs. I go back into Tajikistan.
Where? Tajikistan?
Yeah.
Tourist?
Yes. Yeah. Thank you. That turned out to be a lot better or easier than expected. They just extended it, and I was hoping that they could do that. But in Dushanbe they said no, you have to leave the country and come back in. But now I was here and they were like, no, we can just extend the temporary import for Frankie. Woohoo! That administrative error was fixed now. Now I'm going back to Dushanbe and register, because I will spend more than 10 days in Tajikistan. So that's the next thing that I'm gonna sort out. Oh, would that be it? I think so. Okay, remember that I said that I was gonna do a little bit of sightseeing as well today. It is right here. Oh, it's okay.
Сейчас солнце будет сейчас. Сюда нормальный. Здесь сейчас солнце будет.
Окей.
А там
окей.
не будет.
Окей. Спасибо. This is a better shot. I am now at Hisor Fortress, which was the main settlement in the area for about 2,000 years before they founded Dushanbe. Здравствуйте, как дела? So in medieval times, Hisor was independent until it got incorporated into the Emirate of Bukhara. So in that time, Hisor became the winter residence of the Kushbegi of East Bukhara, So every winter they would move here with their entourage. Now, unfortunately, this place got bulldozed many times over by almost every emperor or empire that has been here. So Cyrus, Alexander the Great, the Arabs, Genghis Khan, Timur, and finally the Red Army. So what you see here now is rebuilt many times over through history, but it does give you a bit of an idea how this place must have looked like.
Tajikistan good?
Very good. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice to meet you. That was quite nice. And now I'm just moving on to the next piece of red tape. I am back in Dushanbe. Look at this! Wow, I did not pass this before. Looks like an enormous palace. No idea what it is. The city is very manicured. And look at all these flowers. Like, it's all really well maintained. They make like patterns with the flowers even. These trees are almost as tall as these buildings. You see that? Stop. In Cyrillic. Very tall buildings, right? I don't know, maybe I'm just not used to cities like these anymore. You don't get this kind of high rise in Afghanistan, for sure. Ministry of Internal Affairs. I think it's here somewhere. To registration? Okay.
Она больше 10 дней будет в Таджикистане, хочет получить. Она, скорее всего, то же самое хочет. Померь. You want to go померь? Only Tajikistan. Okay, for the registration, I need the...
What does it need to be in the letter?
Letter from the hotel.
Saying what?
That didn't work. They say I need a letter. So to get the permission to stay more than 10 days, I need a letter from my hotel. And I was like, okay, so what needs to be in the letter? But that they couldn't tell me. They're like, just get a letter from your hotel. I'm like, but what needs to be in the letter? I'll just go back to the hotel, see if they know what to do with this. Surely I am not the first person to want to stay more than 10 days. I don't know when they started with this rule, if it's new or if it's been around for a while, but yeah, I will get there eventually. It just requires a little bit of an effort. So, some good news again here in the hotel. They knew what has to be in the letter. So they prepared the letter for me, but now it's too late to go to the office. So I'll do it tomorrow. And yeah, they told me here that I have to pay like 250 somoni, which is like $25 for that permission or whatever, registration. So now I understand why that has to be done. I think it's just a money thing. The other permit that I need to go towards the Pamir is applied for. So with a little bit of luck, I also get that tomorrow. So for now, rest that I need to get as much as cash out as possible and enjoy the good food in Dushanbe. Because where I'm headed next, it's going to be super remote and food choice is going to be very limited. It's going to be pretty much the same dishes for the next few weeks. So now that I'm in Dushanbe, here they have all sorts of restaurants and very good food. So I think I'm going to check out this Korean restaurant. Eat something very different because it will be the last time. See, the Hilton is right there. Not staying there. I can even get perfume from Paris here. Paris perfume. Also not going here. This is what I'm trying to try out, some Korean food. Hello. Right, I already got a few starters. I have no idea what it all is. Oh, this looks so good and healthy. That was really yummy food. I also managed to get some cash out, so that is all sorted. I'm just trying to soak in the luxuries that I can find here in Dushanbe. That means I'm going to end this video now. That was it for today. I hope you liked this video, even though it was more red tape sorting out than anything else. But like I said before, it's also part of the journey, unfortunately. So if you liked it, please give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe down below and then I'll see you in the next video.